Coming to the Purvarupas of Pandu, Madhavadana has explained as Tvaksmota, Nikshtiva, Gatra Sada, Mridbhakshana, Prekshana Kuta, Shodha, Vinmutra Pidatvam, Adha Vipako, Bhavishyadasya Purasarani. So Tvaksmotana, that is crackings in the skin. That indicates Rasa Kshaya itself. Then Nishtiva, that is spitting. Then Gatra Sada is malaise or tiredness. Sada means Swakarya Karma Akshamatvam. We can't perform the functions properly. It's malaise, a feeling of malaise. Mridbhakshana is willingness to eat mud. We get a feeling to eat mud, a condition called as paika. Prekshana Kuta Shodha. Prekshana is eye. With which we view that is Prekshana is eye. Prekshana Kuta is the orbital swelling. Periorbital swelling. Vinmutra Pitatvam. Vinmutra Pitatvam means there is yellow discoloration to urine and feces. That is abnormal pitta, presence of abnormal pitta. Then all these are the features explained, Purvarupa explained by Madhavadana. Prashaka has explained the Panduroga Ityukta Tasya Lingam Bhavishyata Hridaya Spandanam Raukshim Sveda Bhava Shravastada. Hridaya Spandana, that is palpitations. Then Raukshya, Rukshata, dryness to the body. Sveda Bhava, no sweating and hydrosis. Then Shrama is fatigue. Samanya Lakshana of Pandu has been mentioned by Charaka and Vagbhata has mentioned the Samanya Lakshanas, whereas Sushruta extra has mentioned the individual dosha basis Lakshanas separately. So according to Samanya Lakshana of Ashtanga, Tena Gauravam Dhadunam Syacha Shaithilya Mojascha Gunakshaya is the continuation of the Samprapti. That is, due to all these factors, there is a Dhadu, Shaithilya and Gaurava happening, as I explained earlier. And there is a Gunakshaya of Ojas. Ojas is Gunakshaya. The Dashagunas of Ojas, it is decreased. It leads to a condition of Tado Alpa Rakta Medasko. Alpa Rakta and Alpa Medas. Nissaraha, means loss of integrity of the body. Sara, Bhaga of the body. Shyat, Shladendriya, Shithilendriya, that is Indriya Shithilata. So there is Alparakta has been mentioned, even though there is Pitta Vritti occurring. So what is happening is that even though Pitta Vritti is occurring, all the proper transformation of Pitta or Rakta is not happening here. So when the dosha dushya, anyonya dushana occurs of Pitta and Rakta, the prasada bhaga of Rakta is not properly formed. All the Kitta Rupa Pitta is, Kitta Rupa is formed. So since the prasada bhaga is not properly formed, it is considered as Alparakta itself, even though Pitta Vritti is there. Since the prasada bhaga is not formed properly or the Kitta bhaga is formed in excess, it is Alparakta, is considered as Alparakta itself. And then coming to the Lakshanas, it is Mridyamanair Ivanganam. The patient feels as if he is being kneaded or squeezed or churned, his body parts are being squeezed or churned. Dravada Hridayena, he will feel the palpitations occurring. Then Shunakshiguta, orbital swelling will be there. Sadhana, lack of functions or malaise feeling. Kopana means mental afflictions, he'll feel irritated and angry. Stivano Alpavak, Stivana means spitting will be there to formation of armor. Then Alpavak, he'll feel difficult to speak or due to the weakness. Then Annadvish, Shishiradveshi. So Annadvesha, again, he is not interested in taking food or hatred towards food. Since his Agni is improper, then Shishiradveshi, he is having a dvesha or hatred, aversion towards the cold. Shirna Roma, the small hairs will start falling off. Hatanala, there is a Agni Mandya or destruction of Agni. Sannasakto, Jwari Shwasi, that means there is weakness of the limbs. and associated with fever, dyspnea, karnaksheda, tinnitus is there if sound is heard in the ears. Then Brahma and Shrama is giddiness and exhaustion. So all these are lakshanas of Pandu or Alparakta in Sharira. Now we will come to the dosha-wise classification. That is Vadika Pandu. It's according to Madhanadana. Twang Mutra Nayana Ruksha Krishna Arunapada Pada Pandvamaye Toda Kampa Anaha Pramadaya. So when Vatika Pandu, the Vata dosha is vitiated, it produces Twang Mutra Nayanadinam. That means the discoloration. Krishna Arunapada, that is reddish, blackish red discoloration. And Rukshada of Twak Mutra Nayanadina. Then Toda, that pain is present. Kampa, tremors, lack of oxygenation. Then Anaha, distension of abdomen, and Brahma, giddiness. These are the lakshanas of Vadika Pandu. Pittaja Pandu. So here the Pitta dosha is, already Pitta dosha is vitiated, but in this Adishayana of Pitta dosha is there, that is Pita Mutra, Shakran Netro, Daha Trishna Jvaranida, Pita Mutra, Shakran Netra, all these Shakran Netra, Mutra, Nakha, all these will have a Pita Varna. Usually a pallor or whitish pale appearance is Shweta Varna is present, but in Paitika it is Pita Varna will be more. Daha Trishna accompanied by Daha, burning sensation, thirst, and fever might be present. Bhinna Vidka, that is loose stools, and Ati Pithava, and the appearance will be excess yellowish discoloration will be present. It's more than Shweta Varna, a Pita Varna is more present in Pitta Pandu. And in Kafaja Pandu, again Kafa Prasega. Prasega means excess. Salivation will be there. Shvetu, edema might be present. Tandra, weakness. Alasya, laziness. And Atikaurava, heaviness to the body. Pandurogi, Kafat Shuklai. Due to the involvement of Kapha dosha, the Twang, Mutra, Nayana and all these will have a Shukla Varna or whitish appearance. And the Tridoshaja Pandu or the Sannipadaja Pandu, Jwara, Arochaka, Hrillasa, Chardi, Trishna, Klamanvidam. Jwara, fever will be there, Arochaka, indigestion and loss of appetite will be more. Hrillasa, nausea, feeling of nausea will be there. Chardi and also sometimes vomiting. Trishna, thirst will be there. Weakness will be there, klama. Then Pandurogi, Tribir Doshas, Tyajya, Kshino, Hadendriya. These are the lakshanas of Pandurogi having Tridosha Vritti, Tridosha involvement. And if the patient is Kshina and Hatha Indriya, it's excess tired or weak, and his sensory function is improper, Tyajaitis, to be, such patients are to be discarded or not fit for treatment. One of the type of Pandu explained by Acharya Charaka, Vagbhata, Madhava and Harita, etc. It is Mrudbhakshana Janya Pandu. That means eating mud. Mrudbhakshana means eating mud. Actually, Acharya Susruta has already mentioned 4 types of Pandu. Charaka, Vagbhata, Madhava, Harita has explained. Mrudbhakshana Janya Pandu. Eating mud might be in the sense, or it may be considered as either oral ingestion of soil or use articles which is contaminated with soil, like unclean hands and fingers or improperly washed vegetables or eatables. Anyway, the mud can enter in our body. At least one of the doshas of this individual who has a habit of this eating soil gets aggravated depending on the quality of mud. That means it has been explained that intake of Kashaya Rasa soil promotes Vata. Ushara or Lavana soil, it provokes Pitta, and Madhura soil, it generates Kapha. Usually there's a dry nature of the soil. It makes the tissues of the body dry. Dhatu Rukshata, it produces Dhatu Rukshata, and it will not be digested properly, and as a result there is Shrotorodha in various parts of the body, and then it slowly retards the indriya power of the indriyas and the sensory organs and motor organs. Also, the bala, varna, virya, ojas, everything in the sharira, and consequently they produces panduroga. Also, this can be considered as worm infestation following uh, ingestion of soil. Uh, Actually, eating soil or ingestion of particles which is contaminated with soil, it is usually accepted as a cause of anemia due to worm infestation and the consequent blood loss following it. Even such a minute amount of blood loss, it can result in iron deficiency anemia in due course of time. Uh, Usually it should be, the loss of blood should be compensated, but in uncompensated, if the loss remains uncompensated, it can lead to iron deficiency anemia. The infested worms which are produced, it usually suck the blood from the intestinal mucosa and they leave the site which continues to bleed for some times further. It might be due to an anticoagulant released by the worms in order to facilitate their blood sucking. Such minute amount of blood loss, if it continues for a longer period of time, from multiple sites, worms might attack multiple places. It results in the loss of a considerable amount of blood. So, Acharya Sushruta has explained only 4 types of Pandu. He has not explained Prakshanajanya Pandu. But he has included Pandu in Purishaja Krimis. So, ultimately, he was trying to explain that worm infestation, Purishaja Krimi means worm infestation, is a type of Purishaja Krimi. It can lead to blood loss and formation of Pandu. So he has not separately mentioned about Mridbhakshana because worm infestation can be occur due to intake of soil also. Now we will go through the reference given by Madhavadana. It is Mrittiga Dana Shilasya Kupyanti Anyatamo Mala. So the person who is having the habit of intake of mud, his doshas will be vitiated. Usually three doshas are vitiated by Mritbhakshana. Uh, and it depends on the type of soil. I told it earlier, it depends on the type of soil, which is that is Kashaya Marutam. Kashaya is a soil which eats Maruta or Vata, Ushara Pittam. The salty tasted soil it vitiates Pitta, Mathura Kafam, and the sweet tasted soil it vitiates Kapha. And what happens is that um, this soil is dry, it's ruksha in nature, so it vitiates the dhadus, or it gets the rukshata, it transfers the rukshata to the dhadus. Kopayen with rasadimscha raukshyat bhuktam cha rukshayed. Since it is ruksha, the dhadus also subsequently get ruksha. Puryat avipakve. Avipakva means it does not get digested also. And as a result of it, Srota amsi nirunnatha, and it obstructs the srotas in the sharira. And slowly, indriyanam balam hatva, it destroys the sense organs, tejas, virya, the potency, the luster, तथा पांडुरोगम करोत्याशु बलवर्ण अग्निनाशनम and balavarna kanti complexion agninasha, it destroys the agni and produces panduroga. When we check the Ashtanga Hridaya reference, almost similar things have been explained regarding the taste of the soil and the dosha appreciation. Also, the dhadu raushyata and srotorotha occurring. And the last 2 lines are important. They have given another symptoms regarding which has been explained by Charaka also in the previous as a continuation of previous sloka. Charaka even has explained, but I have not included the last part. Anyway, it's the same seen in Ashtanga Hridaya, the last 2 lines. Pandurogam tataha shuna nabhi padasya mehana purisham krimiman munchet bhinnam sa ashrak kafam naraha. So, apart from all these conditions, the Pandurogi, Mridpakshajanya Pandurogi produces Shunata, means swelling of the Nabi, Pada, Asya, Mehana. So all these parts, the genital regions, the oral cavity, oral mouth, face, then Nabhi means umbilical. All these areas there will be swelling present, and these are usually seen in worm infestations. Purisham Krimiman Munjes Bhinnam. Bhinna Purisha is there. That means loose stools will be there. It will be presence of Krimi will be there. Krimiman Munje. Sa Asrak Kafam. Also the presence of Kapha and blood might be there in the Purisha. So these symptoms are also added by both Charaka and Ashtanga Hridaya. Now we come to the Sadhya Sadhyata of Panduraga. Pandurogas Chirotpanna Kharibudona Siddhyati. It's a chronic condition. Pandurogas Chirotpanna. When it becomes severely chronic, the chronicity increases. The Sharira Dhadus becomes Ruksha, more and more Ruksha. And in such persons, Kharibudona Siddhyati. And the person, the Bala and Varna, everything subsides. So such persons are Asadhya. Then Kala Prakarshat Shono, and due to the chronicity Shodha, edema occurs in many parts of the body. It is again asadhya. Yascha pida nipashyati. And if the person starts seeing everything in yellow, that's the vision become extremely yellow. Then Padha Alpa Vitkam Sakafam Haridam Yodhisaryade. Then again Atisara or Baddhada, severe constipation or loose stools, severe loose stools with Kapha and Harida Varna, discoloration, greenish stools. Such persons are also not treatable. Then Dina, there is severe weakness. Shweta Adidikta, the body appears Adi Shwetada. Shweta Adidikta, Anga. So all the body parts become excess pale or whitish in color. Then Chardi is present. Murcha, giddiness is present. Trisha, excess thirst, dehydration, symptoms of dehydration is present. Sakshayadischa Pandu, Shvetatmapna. Then Rogi becomes pale due to the excess Kshaya. If the Rogi is pale and there is decreased amount of blood, all such patients are not able to be treated. They are Sadhya condition. Then also in other references, Rogi suffers from Jara and Adisara, edema of end organs, that is hand, feet, face, emaciation in the middle part, Madhya Bhaga of the Sharira, Shuna in Madhya Bhaga of the Sharira, etc. Then when teeth, nails, eyes of the Rogi becomes Pandu. Netrana and Anana, all these becomes Pandu Varna. And the patient sees everything of Pandu, it is Asadhya. These are from the last part is explained from other references like Ashtanga Hridaya and Sushruta.